Our country has long been in a very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight, or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward. As for those, we will fight them here. So, we must remember something. Recently, there is a so-called NGO. It's not even an NGO. Because NGO stands for non-governmental organization. They are not non-governmental because they are funded by a federal budget, by a state. This so-called NGO produces reports claiming that the FDS and the VDP commit abuses. It went in here, it came out there. It's to tarnish your morale. It's to scare you, to prevent you from being able to fight. No. Moreover, we are going to file a complaint against this NGO because people need to understand something. What is happening to us here? It's true that they have manipulated part of our populations in the Sahel here, but they didn't have that kind of weaponry. What brought such significant weaponry into their ranks? It's Libya. Who destroyed Libya? It's this NGO, the same NGO that made false reports and gave them to those who wanted to create a rebellion so that people would intervene and overthrow Gaddafi. And the powder keg ended up being poured into the Sahel. These millions of lives that have been taken in the Sahel, we must file a complaint against this NGO because it is responsible for these false reports it made to support this thesis of attacking Libya. They have no moral lessons to give us. Look at the world. Let them go defend human rights all over the world first before coming here. We are fortunate to have similar situations in this world. You voluntarily committed yourself.
There's a media reportage and social media information relating to the fact that there is a plan being orchestrated behind the scenes by certain evil individuals with all the intention to topple the government of Captain Ibrahim Traore. Aside this, there is also an information that there has been over 17 attempts to overthrow him or to get him off the way. This is very critical, information that is circulating in the social media space. And, the information has two ways. The first has to do with, yes, we all know that the captain came to power through, a coup d'etat. That is a fact that cannot be, debated. But what were the reasons for which this guy came? The reason was that the former executives or the president was a puppet of the French. And for that matter, since the death of Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso ceased to exist. They got lost on the map. And all the subsequent leadership has been puppets to the French. And that came about the reignition, the resurfacing of Burkina Faso back onto the globe or on the map. And since this guy came, Captain Ibrahim Traore came, we have seen massive development across the globe. Massive development happening almost everywhere, from agriculture to industrialization to manufacturing, a whole lot that everybody bear testament to. And so when somebody comes and the person is doing what has to be done, is doing what the former presidents or leaders could not do, and is doing even beyond the imagination of people, and then the swiftness, the speed with which development is sprouting in Burkina Faso is amazing. So when somebody does that and has won the hearts of all and sundry, then where from this ploy and where from this calculated attempt to get this guy off the way? Some are speculating it's coming from the West and the French. We have seen videos of people, saying that, Captain Ibrahim Traore is using the gold or the mineral resources of the land to benefit himself and his, military officers. This is what is coming to the fore. And I remember I've done a video warning Captain Ibrahim Traore to be very careful of the people around him. Be very, very careful, because if they want to get you, they don't get you straight. They get, to prune you, clear your branches, and then you become empty. So this is what he has to be very careful with, the people around him. He must ensure that there is always screening to ensure his safety. Else, he will be sleeping inside the room, like we say in Ghana, but his foot or his feet will be outside. Your head inside, your feet outside. That is what it literally means. He's got to be very careful. And, if you are a Burkinabe and you are being used for this purpose, please just advise yourself. Nothing good will come out of it. Because this guy, the opposite is that he is doing what all the African leaders are unable to do. This is the difference. He's doing what the black man wants. He's doing what the Africans want or need and has been yearning for. He's a leader that almost all the African countries are missing. So what again? If he is using the resources to the benefit of the people, because the factories, the people that are going to work in the factories are not military men. The people that are working in the tomato factories are not military officers. The people working in the cotton factory are not military officers. The people working in the car manufacturing are not military officers. And the recent discovery of crude oil inland, which is yet to be certified, it is definitely the citizens of Burkina Faso that are going to enjoy. So please, do not be used by anybody against this leader who has won the hearts of all women and men across the globe. But for very few. Yes, it is not everybody who is going to like you or love you. So that's what I keep saying, that Ibrahim Traore should be very careful. I know, because we have had military leaders who has been in power, were very good, but later got to certain extent and they got power drunk by the authority that is embedded within the leadership role that he is operating. You become sweet-headed or swollen-headed, and if you do not take time, you do things beyond. But this guy, we don't seem to see things like that. However, he still has to be on the alert almost all the time. Because, hey, the moment people are saying that you are good, that is where you also have to be very careful. So he should plan himself very well and prepare himself very well and make sure that every step of the way is being calculated by himself, because if he does not do that, somebody is calculating for him. We do not want to see any kind of issue that will be compared to that of Libya, where now Libya is no more on the map. Libya is no more on the map because of Gaddafi's own people. And I'm sure they have regretted. So we do not want anything of this nature to happen to Ibrahim Traore. If indeed it is true that you are using the gold for your personal gains, then please desist from it. It is not going to do you any good. But however, I believe you are not doing that. But if you are doing, then please be advised. Just be advised. It is not good. This is Authentic Plus TV. Kindly subscribe to the channel. Give me your like, share this video, and let me know what you think about this video. Thank you.